Hello, everyone. My name is Coraima Gracia, and today you guys will be watching my movie about my critter project. It all started when Dr. Allaire said we had to do a mealworm project. Well, what is a mealworm, right? That's what I had to figure out. So I went searching, found pictures. With finding pictures, I found that there's different types of mealworms, which I had to look into to know which one I was going to buy. So I found some at PetSmart, and those are the ones that I decided to go with. And actually, I had them delivered. The question was, what am I going to do when I receive these mealworms, right? So after researching, I saw that if you're going to use the mealworms for feeding, keep them in the fridge for 6 to 10 weeks. But if you're not, then you can have the mealworms in the fridge for 2 weeks. So for the first 2 weeks, that's what I did. I had them in the fridge. But even though I did the research and they said that the mealworms would be fine in the fridge for 2 weeks, after 1 week, I looked at the mealworms and I went ahead and took a picture of it. And as you can see on the bottom of the container, since I just put them in the fridge in the same container that they arrived, the mealworms, you can see that one of them has died. I checked on them a week later and they were perfect to go ahead and come out the fridge. It had been 2 weeks already. After 2 weeks, I separated them into 3 containers, which was going to be the 3 experiment. Experiment number 1 was going to be the lettuce. Experiment number 2 was going to be sweetbread. And experiment number 3 was going to be bananas. After separating them, I added a little bit of water and I added their food, and I went ahead and I put their top on. The next video you're about to see is a terrifying video, and this is my real reaction of how I was dealing with the mealworms. A week later, I checked on the mealworms. I checked on all the containers and they looked like this. When I saw that they looked like that, I thought it was normal because of the food and because maybe they had a poop and pee. I don't know what I was thinking, but I thought that was normal in my head. And I didn't even Google it or anything. I didn't ask my classmates if that was correct. Then I forgot to check on the mealworms for a week, and they had the top on, so they were never given air to breathe. When I opened them, they smelled horrible, of course, because the food had rotted. They themselves had died as well, since they had no air, no water, and the food itself was nasty in the container with them. I feel like such a horrible mom for letting these mealworms die. But what I learned from this experiment is even though that they're so tiny, they still need love and affection.